Students, in my previous video, I have mentioned that how to install the Python version in your computer. Today we are going to learn about the Python programming fundamental. So the fundamental of Python programming is data type. These are built in Python. So what are the data types are there? Integer, float and string. So these we will study detail in the upcoming slide. The next one is the compound data structure, which is list, tuples and dictionaries. Conditional loops and functions, object oriented programming and using external libraries. So these are the basic fundamental of the Python program. There are some elements are there in Python which is called as tokens. So from this slide we are going to discuss about what is token, what are the categories are there in the token. Python character set. Character set is a set of valid characters recognized by Python. It uses the traditional ASCII character set. The latest version of Python recognizes the Unicode character set. Unicode character set means it's a universal character set where it can be accepted all the letters, numbers, special characters and special keys as well. Character set. So which are the characters are in the list? So letters, capital letter A to Z, small letter A to Z. Digits 0 to 9. Special symbols are space bar, exclamatory, at the rate of, dollar symbol, open parenthesis and close parenthesis, backslash, then list format, then you can have some greater than lesser than symbol and underscore. White spaces are the tabs, enter key, new line and then form field. Then other characters are 256 ASCII and Unicode characters. Let us see about the tokens. So what is mean by token? A smallest element of a Python script that is meaningful to the interpreter is called as a token. As well as we can say other definition, it is the very smallest unit in Python. What are the categories of Python? There are 5 categories are there. Identifiers or variable, keywords, literals, operators and delimiters. So let us see about the identifier. The name of any variable, constant, function or module is called an identifier. So I have given some example here, ABCD, X1 to Y, India and swap underscore 12. So this is the identifier. So mostly we are thinking about that identifier and the variable is same, but here we can see some difference between the identifier and variable. The identifier is only used to identify an entity uniquely in a program at the time of execution, whereas a variable is a name given to a memory location that is used to hold a value. So we can also use sometime the identifier where I can execute at the time of execution. So we can use this identifier in mostly in the interactive mode when we are using the variable. So it has to hold some other value where I can use it in the script mode. Let's see about the variable. It is like a container that stores values that you can access or change. The value of a variable keeps changing during the program of execution. It is a unit of storage. Every variable has a type and this type defines the format and behavior of the variable. So it's like a cupboard where I can store all my clothes. Similarly, some values can be stored in the variable. So the variable, there are some certain rules which must be followed by the when we are assigning the variable. So what are the rules for the variable? It must start with an alphabet or an underscore character. It should not contain any spaces between the character. It contains any number of letters, digits and underscore. Other characters are not allowed. These are case sensitive. Example, small letter name and capital letter name are different variable. Choose your variable that give an indication what they use for it. Here you can see that first whenever we are assigning the variable, it should start with only an alphabet or the underscore character. You cannot give any space between those letters or between some words. It should be all together joined, and it can contain any letter, digits and underscore. Other characters like star or ampersand symbol or dollar symbol is not allowed. It's not permitted when you assign a variable. It's a case sensitive. Whenever you are assigning the variable, you need to take care of that when you are writing in the capital letter or the small letter, because the Python can easily identify the capital letter and small letter. Why the Python is a case sensitive. Choose your variable that given indication what they used for it. For example, if you are assigning the variable for the temperature, so you may have used only the temperature as a variable instead of using A, B and C. Let's see about the variable components. What are the variable components are there? The variable components are identity, type and value. Identity refers the address in the memory which does not change once it has been created. Type refers the data type of a variable and value it has. The value can be used and manipulated later. So once we are declaring a variable, we must know that what is identity, what is the type of variable and what is the value of the variable. So identity of the variable, once we go that the memory address of an object can be checked using the method id. So id, that is the full form of identity. So let's see in this Python how can I identify the identity of the variable, that means memory location of the value. So let's see, if I'm starting this Python, ideally I'm starting the Python shell window. Suppose if I am writing x is equal to 10. So now I am writing id of x. So id of x shows the memory location. So this number which will give me the memory location of the x. So the value which is stored, that means the 10 value which is stored in this memory location. So another example, if I am giving here id of x, I am giving, now the x is holding the 12 value. So now the id of x, you can see that the other location will be chosen for the 12. So the same location cannot be repeated because it has a many different location where I can store my variable. The next one, you can see type of the variable. There are many data types of the variable. So the main data type of the variable is number, none, sequence, sets and mapping. In number you can see integer, floating and complex. In sequence you can have strings, tuple and list. In sets is a separate one. Mapping is dictionary will be coming allotted with the mapping, and none. None means it's a null value. There will be nothing will be stored. Then we can have a none data type. So let us see briefly about the data type. What is data type? And we already have seen in the previous slide. Now data type. First one is the number. It can store only the numerical value. So what type of numerical value it can store? It can store an integer, it can store the float and it can store the complex number. So integer means it's a whole number. It can be a positive or negative number. So the example is 3, minus 45, 89, minus 90 it has written. So this is the whole number which can be coming along with the positive and negative. The next one is the float number. It denotes the floating point values. It also can be a positive or negative number. So remember that it doesn't have any point values, but the float number have a point value. The next one is the complex number, a pair of real and imaginary numbers. Example 3 plus 4j, where 3 is the real number and 4j is the imaginary number. The next one is the string. It is a sequence of characters enclosed within double quotes. Quotes are not part of the string. Example, A is equal to hello Python. So I am taking this Python shell window now. So I am typing here A is equal to hello Python. Now if I'm just asking my Python shell to print A, it will give me hello Python. If I'm writing here with the print statement, you can see only hello Python will come without any quote. So the quote is not the part of the string. Let's see about the continuation of the data type. Next one is the escape sequence. It represents the non-graphic character, the character which can't type directly from the keyboard, represented by backslash followed by one or more character. So example is I have written backslash n and backslash t and backslash b. So what it does, it denotes it is, it denotes the slash n means the new line, slash t means the tab key, and b is the backspace key. So we cannot use those keys directly in the Python window, so we are using the escape sequence character. So again I am telling the escape sequence and character is also called as the non-graphic character which we cannot type directly from the keyboard. Boolean data type. It represents only two possible values which can be true or false. The next data type is none, used to signify the absence of value, and it represented by none data type. The next one is the type. Determine the type of a variable. Type function can be used to identify the data type of the value. So how can I identify the type of the value? So let's see in the Python shell window. So here we can say first one type of 10. So 10 is a whole number. So it shows me int. It's an integer. The next one, if I'm writing 10.4. So 10.4, it means a float number which will give the point value. So it shows me the float. The next one, if I'm writing type of 22 slash and then 7 I'm writing, which will give me the float value because it's divided by 22 divided by 7. Again it gives me the output as the float value only. So if I am writing here type of, suppose if I am writing hello. So hello is a string. So it has to be enclosed with the single quote as well as the double quote. Still it has to be give the string. Type of true I am giving. So type of true, it gives me the boolean value. Type of false, you can see. Don't write with the enclosed single quote. That means it will give me the string. So type of false, you can see boolean value. Again it's given. Suppose if I am writing here 4 is greater than 2. So it means it gives me the true condition. So again it will give me the boolean value. So this is the uses of the type function. So what is the use of type function? It can be easily identify the data type of the value. So what are the data type we have seen? That is integer, float, string and boolean. Keywords. The reserved words of Python which have a special fixed meaning for the interpreter are called keywords. No keyword can be used an identifier. These are different variable names. These are different from the variable name. Also reserved words by Python interpreter to recognize the structure of a program. For displaying the list of keywords, I need to write import keyword and print of keyword.kw list. So let us see here. So first I am writing import keyword. I am importing all my keyword. So I am writing here print. Keyword is my library name. Then I am writing kw list. So kw list, then close parenthesis. You can see the list of keywords here. So we have to note down that all these keywords are in small letters except true, false, none, which start with a capital letter. But those keywords you cannot use as a variable. Literals and constant. A fixed numeric or non-numeric value is called a literal. Literal means it's a constant value. Suppose if you are assigning x is equal to 10. So 10 is the constant value for the x. So if you are assigning the next value, you are giving 12. So now what is happening is x is equal to 12. Now x value will be the 10 and x value will be the 12. So the Python will take the latest value for the x. So if I am typing x, it gives me 12 is the output.